Hazelcat, Hazelcat, rescue cat who knows where it's at. Use a chair for her bed, pair of cymbals by her head. Look out, here comes the Hazelcat.
I don't know what to say, except I really don't know what to say.
It was a windy day, bitterly cold. The temperature had dropped to frigid chill.
At least it wasn't a dark and stormy night.
A heavy gale whipped the trees, setting in action an extraordinary sequence of events. Keep watching. In a corner of the field stands a common, ordinary snowman. Children put him together on their way to school. Huge, clumsy, and comical, you think? Watch this.
Okay, but hold that thought. There's a really good cartoon going right now on Channel 10.
Combination of circumstances. Extremely frigid temperature, a half-congealed mass of ice and snow containing trace chemicals from an upriver industrial plant, and a sudden blast of electric power of a certain voltage. A combination of accidents that could not be precisely duplicated in 1,000 years.
There must have been some magic in that high-powered line they found. This makes me feel like we should have started with Once Upon a Time, narrated by Edward Everett Horton.
Oh, why not, Susan? There's a swell picture playing at the Bijou, and we can have sodas in Pop Bigelow's ice cream parlor after the show.
I told you, Peter Parker, I'm going ice skating with Roy Robinson. Who wants to go to a dumb old movie when you can go skating?
Oh, now we know why that thing came alive. It's here to save Peter's love life.
Just because you don't care for winter sports, don't think that I'm going to stay home. What is it?
Looks like a walking snowman. But that's impossible.
You give me couldn't be, he give me is.
Great leaping. Look out!
By the way, they built him around a cement pillar and packed the snow exceptionally tight.
Victor, am I after losing my mind? You there, you lumbering, monstrous great thing of snow. What do you think you're doing?
You said it yourself, he's lumbering. Duh. He keeps ripping out neon signs and traffic lights almost like he's after something. Gee, I wonder what it could be. Nothing Spider-Man tries is working. The snowman is cold enough that webs freeze instantly. And as he walks along and gathers more snow, he's getting bigger. That's right. One time in the 3-season run, we get to know where the extra bulk comes from.
The creature vanished in the snow. Peter, what was that fantastic thing?
I don't know, Susan. But you go home. I gotta go back to school. I forgot something.
Dude, if you want to impress her enough to go on a date with you, tell her you have to go get pictures of it for the Bugle. Yeah, at his age, I wouldn't have thought of that either. Sometimes hindsight is a nuisance. But he really is going back to school, to the chemistry lab.
Lucky I caught this chunk of snow that was knocked off him when the bus collided with him. We'll soon see if there's anything unusual about this snow.
Lucky I managed to hang on to this piece of water all the way back here. He discovers the odd chemicals in it.
I wonder, could it be? I was right. Some kids must have molded that snowman on their way to school in this vacant lot, since the footprints lead here and stop.
He then proceeds to repeat everything the narrator already told us at the beginning in case somebody missed it the first time. Meanwhile, the snowman is breaking stuff, absorbing more electricity, and growing ever bigger thanks to continued heavy snowfalls.
And the police feared that soon he would be so gigantic as to be beyond all stopping.
I guess they think they have any chance of stopping him now before he gets bigger. Let's see what you got, boys. We won't. Jonah wants a picture of this thing, and he wants Peter to get it for him. Well, he was going to have to go face off with it anyway. You realize he's not actually in your grip yet and there's nobody there?
Great. I gotta be one of the good guys and freeze my web off up here, while ordinary folks stay home all cozy and warm.
Oh, he's trying to keep from becoming a snowman himself. There's our target, so may as well get to it.
Good thing I brought my flash camera. At least I can get a couple of pictures and save Peter Parker from losing his job. Hold it, cutie pie! Whoops!
Well, he got the picture. Now all he has to do is find it.
Hey, I felt an electric shock.
And now he knows how to beat it. For those who know a little bit about electricity, all he needs to do is ground him.
You're grounded.
No.
Mister, you are grounded.
No.
We've been grounded until further notice.
No. He starts taunting the critter and gets it to follow him. Next, borrow a spool of copper wire from a construction supply place.
That's it. Come on, you big bozo, just a little further. Now!
For those who aren't familiar with it, grounding something means just that, sending all the juice into the ground. We live on a gigantic electrical circuit that's constantly replenishing the juice through various means. That's why lightning usually hits the ground. It's completing a circuit. If you were to examine the place where you live carefully, somewhere you'd find a metal rod driven into the ground with a heavy wire coming off it, or a heavy wire connected to a water pipe that goes into the ground, something along those lines. That third prong on your electrical plug connects to that. It's a measure that protects you if something goes wrong with your appliance. In most cases, if something happens, that wire will take the majority of the dangerous voltage and send it straight into the earth. And it'll work because somewhere off at the power plant or a substation somewhere, there's a rod just like that one in the ground, and yours completes the circuit. We live in a crazy, wonderful world. Speaking of crazy...
Parker! Where the blazes have you been? Shut up! What a life! Spider-Man conquers the Snowmaster in a fantastic street battle with half the city looking on, and I'm willing to bet you didn't get a single picture. Well?
I was busy at the time, Chief.
Okay, this one's a no-brainer. Even at Peter's age, I would have had the common sense to say, the monster smashed my camera. That's how close I was so I could get your precious picture, JJ. Then watch him squirm in his chair as I explain that since I not only lost my camera, but risked my life doing this job for him, it's only fair that he replace the camera. And pay me for the picture anyway. I'm not above pushing my luck a little. Get your practice on a date with you. Script is always easier to read when all the words are there. Okay.